We're not doing them viewer employees, Leo. Sorry. The human mind is a melting pot of feelings. Memories, obsessions, wishes, agonies, and the feelings of happiness and sadness. Stronger emotions have stronger impetus. The combined effort of numerous people has brought Lobotomy Corporation to where it is now. We had to keep on with various experiments. Just as we hire new employees now, we recruit numerous people from for the experiments. There was not a definite shape at first. Then, it slowly assumed a human form. Why did I say human? No, a form. Finally, A understood while he was studying the changes. Their abilities, where they lived, their jobs, and their strengths were not so important. What was required was a massive amount of energy. This meant we had just one single thing to pay attention to. It's always floating around, left to rot at the back of everyone's head, twisting your mind until you're left with nothing but self-loathing. The subconscious. Come to think of it, I haven't properly asked him for your opinion. Do you truly wish to meet A? Sure. Alright then. I will let A know of your thoughts when he returns. However, do not expect him to give you a warm greeting. A is a person who conceals his mind. Perhaps even more than I do. Manager, how did Sephiroth appear to you? You must see them as humans, just like yourself. Wait, what? Irritation, smiles, desire, and frowns color their faces. A range of expressions much more human than myself, perhaps. Are you considering that I'm not a human as well? However, are you aware of a key fact? If there were to be any AI in this place that would be sophisticated enough to be considered a human in terms of appearance, only I would fit that criteria. Haven't I been telling you since the beginning? I am the one and only truly superb AI here. To witness the essence of things is not at all important to this place. All that you see is distorted and filtered quite heavily. Everything here is constructed just for you. Perhaps you could understand it better if I put it that way. Here is Tefreth, whom you should already know. This one has the bow like it does in the image, this one doesn't. Are you really Tefreth? What kind of stupid question is that? Who do you think it would be otherwise? That dumbfounded expression never ceases to amuse me. To tell you the truth, this part is usually where it gets boring. But that great expression of yours does give me a chuckle. You got speed move from the Scale Dragon? Nice, GG! You don't happen to think I'm the only one, right? Every Sephiroth you've seen is just like me. And the same goes to the Sephiroth you'll meet in the future. All thanks to that stupid AI ethics amendment. Next here is the place where we were born, and where we will return to someday. Maybe after everything is over, we'll rest here, singing the song of our hometown. I hope your next version will last longer, Tefreth. Well then, Tefreth, I will send the next one over whenever he's ready. Yeah, for a robot, they chose the interesting color for the oil. Thank you, Lady Angela. Oh shit, Malkuth. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I mostly gave them names based off of their appearance when I saw them. I didn't really look at their names, so I don't know. So this is where everyone was. It took me long enough to find you guys since you weren't at the meeting room. What's happening, Malkuth? Netzach asked me to fetch a document for the other Tefreth. Oh, I'm afraid it's not ready yet. Something urgent turned up. And make sure to tell Netzach that he should show him up himself next time. Well, Netzach said he's a bit busy. I'll tell him to visit you another time then. Why are you all uppers the same? Netzach isn't busy at all. He just doesn't want to move. But I'm having fun with this errand. Oh, you're replacing Tefreth right now. Looks like the cycle's getting shorter. Must be concerning, Tefreth. Don't worry about me. Just be mindful of your notebook. It looks like it'll fall apart to shreds at any moment by the looks of it. Oh, it is. Thank you for your concern. Thanks for your concern. It was a pleasure to see you, Manager. See you too, Manager. Hey, you're back. It's a new you. Nice to meet you. I'm Tefreth. You can skip the introductions, Tefreth. Right now it's time for you to examine the plan Netzach gave us. Alright. He seemed to want to say something to me. What would a broken machine have to say anyways? Tefreth is overloaded. He did seem to have some issues from the beginning. But it's only gotten worse with time. We have been replacing the machines often, resetting it and leaving only a small portion of the data intact. Yet the same error always occurs at the same point. Without a single containment unit, Clyfoth meltdown. Oh, hello, sir. Who the fuck are you? Oh, wait. Is that? Sorry, I'm quite busy. I still haven't finished even half of what I've written down on my notebook. Hey, I heard extraction experiments are going to be conducted. When I looked over the list of participants, I couldn't find my name on it. I mean, there's probably a ton of reasons behind it. Maybe I'm just not good enough for the experiments yet. But may I join the experiment too? I've learned a lot here. I'm sure I can help you in some way. I'll be sure to not disappoint. Hello, Manager. Oh shit, that was Malkuth. Shit, alright. It's sad to not have enough talent, isn't it? If someone doesn't look back towards you, what does that mean? That they don't acknowledge you? That they don't even care about what expression you may be making? That they feel no need to see what you're doing, as they've already come to a conclusion? Have you ever clawed and scraped at the floor, writhing in— oh, your eyes are doing some very interesting things. It really does sound excruciating. But in reality, the moment I completely lost my fingernails, I felt nothing. You stare at the flesh where your fingernail used to be, and just before you lose consciousness. When you feel that you aren't yourself anymore, you start to laugh frantically. Even though it's not funny at all. And on the ground, you catch a glimpse of someone's shadow and their feet as they look down at on you. Guess whose feet those were? When the person who disliked looking back so much finally turned around, everything was over. Did you see the fragments of despair from there? Or were you staring at the bits of my fingernails scattered on the floor? That was the exact moment I knew true helplessness. Without you, I'd never have known the feeling. Thank you so much. Now, what about you, Manager? Have you ever felt helpless to control anything? When unbearable things pour down from somewhere that isn't your body and overwhelm you? It just feels so awful to be helpless, being out of control of yourself. Come on, please tell me. So I can feel rewarded, just a bit. Oh, this is A. Elijah was impatient, and her impatience caused many common mistakes. She once went on a long, winding filibuster of why she needed to finish the experiment, but I don't remember the details. Whenever she was told that she wasn't ready yet, I could see the strong desire in her eyes. It was a craving, a bizarre obsession. If another person had been in my place, they may have turned around for the sound of her hasty footsteps. Cogito was something that she couldn't access at her level of authority. The only task she was ordered to do was record the changes that occurred in the test subjects. She was aware that at the moment Cogito was absolutely not ready for human use. When I finally realized what was going on, half of her teeth had fallen out, and... Help me. Please. Help me. Well, alright then. Wait, what? Manifestation of Cliffa due to the Seraphas breakdown. Suppression of Seraphas core required. Are you discovering the deep scars that are inflicted upon this place? Manager, there's something I hadn't informed you of when we spoke for the first time. The Sephiroth, of course, wholeheartedly want to meet you. They admire you and follow you. However, at the same time, they earnestly yearn for you to be swallowed up in resentment and curses. Please be careful with them. Well, you don't have to pay that fact too much heed if you wish. What I mean to say is, you're free to go back to your daily routine. It's no big deal for me to fill their roles if some of our Sephiroth go mad. Though if you do, then you will lose something important forever. The seed that can break the cycle. Yasad, do you really feel nothing about this? Try drinking some, enkephalin. Close your eyes and open them again. I am glad to see that you are not as feeble-minded as the other Sephiroth. It is important to keep a clear mind in any situation. Gabriel, why are you scratching yourself so much? Seeing as we're meeting again, you must have completed your tasks, Manager. I'd give you a compliment if I didn't have so much work to do. The information team has a task they must do periodically. You must have realized that there are some blanks in the abnormality records. Among the tremendous amount of information we've gathered, there are some that should remain off limits to employees for security reasons. The names of the employees are one such thing. Any trace of them, what happened, their gruesome death, their desperate will to live, all of that will be stripped away from the records on the false pretense of expunging information. There is no way for me to know what the criteria for stripping the records are. They are set by another department, not us. We only manipulate the information we receive per orders. Isn't it funny? We've degenerated into a department that destroys and manipulates information as ordered, yet somehow we're still called the Information Team. Whenever I introduce myself as the Sephiroth of the Information Team, I sometimes feel something bubbling up inside of me. Yasad, did you receive the documents to expunge? You will get the list of employees soon as well. Please do not forget to review it after you have finished expunging the documents. Miss Angela, what do you think it means to remember someone's name? This is a work you regularly do. Why are you so emotional about it today? Maybe names were marks atypical beings gave each other to engrave each other upon their minds, their memories. Someone might have named you Angela following the same concept. Yasad, if you happen to be too tired, please take a break. I knew you would say that. Referring to employees by names is not recommended here. When employees first enter the company, Each one receives their own unique identification number. This is to allow the company to identify them using the minimum amount of personal information. We have their numbers in our data storage devices. Malchus has never called the employees by their names ever since she started working here. Maybe she's the most ideal Sephiroth among us all, Sephiroth among all us Sephiroths. This is not to say that Malchus deserves to take all the pain as well. None of us do. What kind of poor taste is that? To lock us inside metal bodies and throw us into an endless loop of days that feel just the same as yesterday. I'm talking to you. What's with that oblivious expression? I heard you might be one of the architects responsible for our creation. What? The only thing I could do here is remember the names of a few forgotten employees and eternal despair. Feeling nauseous from every single breath of air. Have you had fun watching your guinea pigs run around in circles? See? I told you. I've been rotting from the inside for a long time. Gabriel was more rational than anyone else. He was unmoved, even after hearing about what happened to Elijah. Some said he lacked empathy, but nobody realized that his emotions were festering on the inside. Maybe he began falling apart from long ago, ever since Cameron left this world. He slowly became expressionless. He wouldn't allow himself to have even a paltry joy. He also couldn't stand having even the smallest part of his body exposed. We made a monster that was not supposed to exist in this world. We went too far to ever turn back. To not let what Elijah did be in vain, instead of taking time to grieve, everyone knew they needed to utilize this result to the fullest. He tried to maintain a facade of level-headedness, but his attempts to remain rational slowly morphed into an obsession. He started to wear long-sleeve clothing that covered his neck. Not much later, he started to scratch himself harshly. We suggested he receive a complete medical examination to see whether he was contaminated or had an infection, but he refused. Health checks were needed to prevent further damage. Persuasion became coercion, and coercion led to the use of physical force. He was tied and bound for the checkup, but he resisted so desperately that it was hard for us to watch him. Eventually, it turned out that he wasn't infected at all. Was that really fortunate, though? No, it wasn't. The experimentation did not resolve anything. He kept scratching himself, so harshly, even worse than before. When I saw him last, he wasn't lucid or cognizant to any human speech, and his body was completely covered in scratches. No one had seen him since then. Manifestation of Clifoth due to Sephiroth's breakdown. Suppression of Sephiroth's core required. Don't worry, Hard. That's a very common side effect when you first take enkephalin. It's just like a light hallucination. It'll disappear after 2 or 3 times, so don't worry about it too much. For me, it was an employee whose face had half melted, crawled over my feet and grabbed me by the shoulders, asked me why I'd let her die. That wasn't a hallucination or anything. Then what? Are you trying to say that dead employees are suddenly coming back to life? You know, unbelievable things happen here, so maybe it is possible for a dead employee to come back as if nothing happened, right? I'm not in any state to say this, but you don't look too good. Why don't you skip today's meeting? I can't do that. We have an abnormality response training today. They need me to run the drill properly. You're really something, huh? I don't think there's enough Sephiroth. Here, who cares about their employees as much as you do? Right? Look, Tiffany, I was right. I'm a good person. I'm a good Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Hello, everyone. Today we will... Are you still trying to play the good Sephiroth? Be focusing on abnormality response training. How many times do I have to tell you? You're only a sad piece of rusty scrap metal putting on the act of being a good person. Now, I want everyone to pay close attention here. The abnormality we will suppress today needs to be handled a bit differently than the others. If you hope that living such a lie would ease your consciousness, that's really selfish. Starting now, I will be explaining the meeting I devised. Please listen carefully. At least you Sephiroth are humble enough to admit that they're not perfect. Quiet. Oh, sorry. Where were we? Excuse me, Miss Hod. I have a question. Yes, what is it? Do you think that this training will make any difference? I mean, against that long bird, it feels like whoever will die or live is all predetermined, and there's nothing we can do to change it. Audio a bit loud? Alright, 1 second. How's that? A little bit better? Actually, they mean Judgment Bird? Because that's the only bird I know that's actually long. Oh, God. The audio bit, sorry. Is the audio better, or should I keep adjusting it? Because unfortunately, I feel like some musical tracks are just like louder than others, so I don't know. My audio is low. Huh. Why the fuck is that? Hold on. Now it's better? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, no, I think I know what it is now. Alright, we should be good, I think, for the moment. Well, it should yield a bit better results than just doing nothing. At the very least, we can prepare a preventative measure rather than just wait helplessly to... It's just all about luck. We'd be better off and more comfortable to simply accept that we can die at any moment while working. Just know this. You won't reach that paradise no matter what you do. I'm doing this all for you guys, even the counseling campaign. Now that you mention it, that compulsory counseling campaign is such a pain. We'd rather have a break time instead. Why is the department the only one that has to deal with these programs? It will keep repeating itself. Live with eternal sorrow and remorse in that metal mass. Well, all of you will be dead by now if I hadn't helped you. Why aren't you thanking me? Do you want me to get rid of you like Malkuth does, before you even make the littlest complaint? Don't you say I'm the bad one here. Are you finally admitting to your awful nature? Tiffany, why are you doing this to me? I am not Tiffany. Look at me. Can't you even distinguish your own voice anymore? Oh. Yes. Are you still having that sweet nightmare? When I read the article detailing Michelle's suicide, it was just as our experiment was starting to show some progress. Michelle was the youngest among us. She was a timid and innocent employee. It made her an easy target. Maybe it was her fate to be used as a pawn of the wings that were alert to us. Or of the head that would watch over us constantly. You likely didn't know things would go this way, go the way they did. You'd never have thought that a puny kid like you would bring about our demise. You'd never have believed that the situation would end up so much worse than your intentions. You probably tried to comfort yourself in the end, telling yourself that you did the best you could. That in this world, in that moment, there wasn't any other option for you. But Carmen was the person who was trying to change this world. The world you resigned yourself to. If we meet again in hell, will I finally be able to forgive you? There's been 3 of these. Welcome to... Wait, this game has bosses? The button to indicate the suppression of a Sephiroth's core will not appear unless the Sephiroth's missions and dialogue are completed. Conditions not met will be shown upon a grayed out department button if the conditions are not satisfied. All conditions shown below need to be satisfied before the suppression can begin. When all conditions for core suppression are met, the button on the top left of the department will become active. If you click on the Sephiroth core suppression department button, all employees assigned to that department will be removed and placed into standby. The conditions and handicaps of the suppression will be shown. Begin management button will be replaced with begin core suppression button. Click to start the suppression. Alright, we now have these buttons for shields, but we now have 3 So, to be fair, if I did this, it would be stupid. Oh, we can only do 1? Okay. They won't force you to triple boss fight yet. It kicks them out of the department. So whatever I do, so if I click this, then it's like, yeah. Reach the meltdown level of 6+ and meet the energy quota. So that's the mission that I have to do then. I have to go above 6, which means beating a dusk, I believe. It's the order of difficulty from unlocking. Ah. Six can be a noon. All right. Six can be a dusk. Gotcha. There it is. Yeah. So, these units are... They're now no longer in an department. I have to put them in new departments now so they can actually be used. Right? Or does this mean that now they're tied to this boss fight? Not sure. One will get Reinhardt, one will get Tatiana, and one will get Hunter. Which, in a way, is a good thing you never got 5 in every department. Yeah. wonder what that means, that there's nobody in this department now to handle them. We now have more bear paws right here. I'll give you that for now because it's HE. And then for these things, they endure red, so like, I should put those on someone, on some people to get them off of Teth armor. Like Mary, you can afford to put on the armor, you have fortitude, just so that can be trained, so yeah. And then for training, Maribel and Kinsley could... They could afford to go up. They need fortitude, but higher armor would just be, I think, enough, probably. So Jeannie with Teth in the training to become our super soldier aside fortitude, I'll give you one. And then of these two, I'll give it to Kinsley because she doesn't have that high temperance. She needs it. Or she can use that boost. Alright, so let's see what this is. If this is just an extra mission that we have to do this, then that shouldn't be too problematic at all, based on what noon we get. You know, I was dumb to think something else. The fuck is... Alright. This is gonna be a different ball game. What's going on? As furthermore, that's not something that we have to attack. Oh no, we have to actually suppress the core. So... But... There's no HP bars, so like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to assume that we're doing some shit here. What? Why is this a question mark? To not see? It's her boss gimmick? That gimmick is weird, but... Ara, go to that and see. That's repression. All right, 1 second. So, butterfly. Butterfly has been changed so inside is repression, and thankfully that's one of the good things we can do. Which I'm happy that we got that. Which ones are relatively safe to fail? That's the funny thing. Most have something they can do, except, like, for example, this. Repression at 4 or 5 is death. So this one has a 1 in 4 chance of us killing someone or having terrible reactions. This one, even at 20%, we probably are okay. For Reddit, Insight is 0. It's a 1 that can be awful. Censored is now instantly off fucking limits. Punishing Bird is alright. I'm curious if we can get to Skull Jesus and do that. You fail only if you don't see her. Yeah. Granny might be our saving grace right here. Wait. Okay, I was about to say, like, what the fuck? But no, that's just the show of a blank menu. $600 means we have to do some of the larger ones. Yeah. So, like, Kinsley, go. That's instinct. Affection is now or temperance is now instinct. Any walls that have no fail state? I do not think so. Of the walls we have, there's Judgment Bird, which is rough. The piano technically has no fail state, but it can accidentally make us play the piano, and if we figure that out. The Big Bad Wolf has a 0 for repression. Judgment Bird could be one of our safeties right here in that we just need to find out which one is Insight, and then they are one that we can grind to get a bunch of boxes. It also sucks that it doesn't tell us the updated numbers. Galactic Meltdown? Oh, that's gonna be hell. Yeah. Because we're just a gamble on some of them. Diva, I'm trusting you with this. Judgment Bird Insight is... Oh god, that's bad. Alright, she's about to eat shit. Surprisingly, that was actually not a terrible one. Alright, what is instinct now? Even with the reduced amount of chance, I need to figure these things out for something this dangerous. Alright, instinct is insight. Is it a guaranteed? I'm assuming it shuffled every single one, and that's just what we have now. Alright, we got more of that now. I want to figure out I'm a censored, but I'm scared of that. Other words are spelled the same way? Wait, are they? There's one way to tell, and it's a dangerous one that I might want to do. Will instinct be insight right here for censored? If it is, then we can somewhat understand that, yeah, that's the way it is. Because, yeah, this one is repression, so if you do insight, that counts as repression. On Dungeon Bird, instinct was shown to be insight. Increase D with SP. Actually, you're right. I should increase D with SP. Because of Justitia and a censored weapon, we can afford to boost it up to even if we want 1.0 and we'd be alright. That's 0.6 now. 127. One more. 0.8 now. That's still under. And she now has 142 SP. That's good enough for me. Here's the experiment right here. Diva, do instinct on censored. If that becomes insight, we're fine. We at least have some idea of what is repression, instinct, and insight. And with that, we can get the last one. There you are, Diva. Please be insight. Yep, insight. They're the same. Alright, so technically we could just continue as normal now. Censored might be the one that gets used a bit more often, just to get boxes early. Because the challenge does not say we have to reach 6. It just says, suppress the meltdown. A logic memory puzzle, yeah. So, on the notes I have, instinct is insight, insight is repression, and temperance is instinct. Temperance is instinct. Instinct is insight. Insight is repression. Repression is temperance. You need the meltdown they talked about, so 6 plus? Fuck. Alright. Did anyone need justice? Yui needs justice, but... Actually, you were this red. You could actually do it, maybe. Maybe. Probably safer to do him 9/11 right now. But, from what I understand right now, and how I've written my notes say, insight, repression, temperance, instinct. Instinct is insight. So this here, this here, this here, this here. It's just all shifted one over. That's actually a very easy one to figure out. So if we want to do repression, I pick insight. Actually, wait. Are you gonna get hurt by going through that room? No sanity damage or anything. Nice. And yep, that is correct. Everything just cycles, shifts one over to the side. That is a very easy one to manage, thankfully. They are threatening? Yeah. So the boss fight is a gimmick. Things are shuffled, and you have to last the day up until 6. Or past 6, I believe. Which on its own way makes this weirdly difficult just by how this can become. Does he use suppression? You say that. More like tutorial? I guess, yeah. Oh, wait, you're at 1. Get out. Hunter, move up. There we go. We could have this plus dusk or noon ordeals. Oh, that is hell. Any breach on death? So far, this is the only thing that's breached. Yep, getting some justice farm right there. For the training team, everyone is for the most part okay. Like, technically, Hunter could go in here to get some, but instead, who has the lowest justice in this department? 88 and 90s are all we see, but okay. Marv will go in there. Alright, what's gonna break down? That was a weird screen. Alright, Censored's having an issue. Alright, Diva, go in there for insight. Punishing Bird wants insight as well. So let's send in Tom, I guess. And then for you, we know they want Insight or Repression, so either one of these works. I'm gonna say nobody needs the experience. Hunter could, I guess, so sure, you do it. Alright. Music chain, wait a second. It swaps per stage. Fuck! Oh, you bitch. I don't remember what I did here. Oh, fuck. cancel that order right now. Butterfly was done inside, I believe. Yep, so instinct is insight. Or no, insight is instinct, so reversed right here. Punishing bird. I think we did insight. And it became this one. So I'm not sure. Oh no, we did instinct. Instinct went to repression. So this one is going to be a bad result, but it's not going to break out, I think. And if it does, he's just going to kill it in the room. This one, repression, is going to be a bad result, but thankfully this thing does not do much if it gets out. Or it can't get out off of a bat, I think. Actually, you can't even go down through a bad result, I think, either. And yeah, we did if it's repression right here, we did instinct on this one. Or is this going from before? No, this is one that we started the entire thing with. So we need a room that can be done easily with either to try and figure out what the one more is. We've done insight, we've done instinct. We know what repression is, so we're not going to do that one. So, insight is instinct, instinct is repression. Which one is affection? Diva, stay in that room for right now. Affection is insight. Or temperance is insight. Yep, attachment is insight. Which means for censored, when we want insight, that's attachment work now. There we go. We need to get these boxes fast. I'm not going to deal with this shit, I think, but I need to reach him a cleave off counter 6, right? Oh, God, if I need to reach 6, this is just going to be so much more hellish than anything else. Hold on. Just updating my text document that I have here on the side of me. So if someone needs repression help, like, Yui technically wants some, but just keep working. Yeah, I want to avoid doing these ones, so it's almost not a grinding day. It's more of a optimization day to reach 600. gotta get back to the room. Wolf has 22 boxes. You have 20 boxes. Like, Censored is our best bet to get a bunch of them, so... Let Diva get some HP and regeneration back. A little bit more SP left. There we go. Alright, and then I need to just go through this faster, I think. Like, anything that gets me a bunch can work. Also, all-around helper is repression and instinct. Does anyone need instinct levels as well? I'm pushing the wrong thing. We can spam those while uncensored, yeah. Actually, wait, hold on. How much is 50% on red, and you deal 4 to 8 red damage? We could actually turn this into a random bit of training right here. Rin has tests, though, not you. Mary is full HE, though, so she technically can get some experience on this. So don't click that. I need to make sure it's actually that correct one. So we're going for instinct. That's insight. That's just showing me the percentage success rates. And even Judgment Words is a lot, so let me see. We want insight with you, though instinct and attachment both work. And, like, Hunter can do that. Hunter can technically get Fortitude up from this. So, instinct. That'd be 67. Which is still good enough. So, if I want instinct, it's affection. Wait, that's what? Oh, affection for insight. I read my own chart wrong. Oh, well, fuck. Let me just also make sure about that. So, Mary. It's insight. To try and get that. Yep. There we go. Correct. 6 damage. 4. Oh, God. Mary, I swear to fucking God. Good. This is only 2 out of 6. Yeah, we gotta deal with the clowns here. Soon. No, instinct is repression, so Hunter can go in there and get a little bit of the remaining justice that they have. 60, yeah. It's gonna break out, but you know what? They can kill it right there and get that counter back up to 2. Kill it in the room. There we go. That counter's now at 2 again. I want to get more, but the fact that I know I have to stay here a while, I mean, I should just still get these things done so that way, like, we have more. Let me see someone that has... Yui can go in there. She's in the department, so sure. Taking the long fucking route. 6 level, 600 energy. Yeah. On an awesome pacing. Yep. Another sensor that actually is going to be good to put me on above track. Censored, let's go for insight. And insight is affection. So, another one for Diva. One more result. Reinhardt, you're no longer the only person that can do the butterfly one, and we have people that can go in there and not give a shit and kill it anyway, so... I'm gonna say Reinhardt finally can get some HP up, some instinct. So instinct is insight. It just feels so wrong to pick some of these options. I'm like, I know that should be incorrect. Alright, one more, then we get the clowns. %, for killing clowns. True. But we need to reach level 6. That's the big thing. So even if I get this done early, we need to reach 6, unfortunately. So I cannot end this early and chicken out. Alright, get people in the corridors in case we have a big suppression that needs to go on. Split them up. Hunter, you can go here. Everyone else can go up here. Nobody's up in these areas, so I need to be careful about that a little bit, though. It's probably not even, like, that bad. Diva over here. Everyone else over here. Dexter right here. Chuck and Young right there. Tatiana, I'm gonna put you up here in case something happens in the upper floors, like a clown spawns there. Even though these things can't really do much damage, it'd still rather have someone on standby right there. These ones can go there and up one if need be. Alright. Of the people not needed, so... it's affection for insights. And Maribel can just go in there to start it up. They're gonna kill it. Nothing here, so I can afford to move you somewhere else where there is a problem. Like this one where there's two. Tatiana is not needed there. Nothing over here at all, so Tatiana can go there to take care of it. That's taken care of. This one's in the process of being taken care of. This one's almost done. There we go. Everyone back to your departments. Now the question is, did that change everything again as well? A safe one to do is Punishing Bird, so let's see. Because, like, I didn't do the full thing on the screen, so I'm not sure. So let's see. Punishing Bird, we want to do Insight, so... Affection is that Insight still. That's repression now. Affection is now repression. Reinhardt, go over there and try Insight. And Insight gave us affection. Alright, so Reddit. We have repression and affection figured out. So we need someone that can be easily done for the other ones. How about... We've gotten these two, so these two are the ones that we want, and both of them are okay to be done one or the other. So Judgment Bird's getting this one, I think. Though that counter of 1, I'm scared that it can go down because this thing's apparently already gone down a bit. Could just skull again. Could. Alright, so we've done affection and insight. Let's do instinct. Instinct is instinct? Which would mean repression is, or not. Because we've done affection, instinct, insight. But affection is repression, so... Repression is insight. Alright, so... instinct rolled itself. The other one swapped. Alright, so... Now that we know all that, we can safely go to censored again. Get insight work. Which is always scared to Kate this... Wait, what?! You can't... It doesn't no matter what, just for hitting the button? So censored cannot be handled right now, pretty much period then, for that. Okay. That's something to have learned. Instinct can still be done somewhat thanks to Diva and the weapon combo, but... That is terrifying to see. Chalk and Young is the one next, so... Yeah, sacrifice, noted. No matter what. And repression is affection for this. Yeah, we want to... Actually, we want to technically do attachment. Hold on. Attachment is... Affection is insight, so this one. So, actually, we're still getting decent justice out of this. Alright. Let's do affection for repression then for you. It's gonna be the same either way. We can't even eradicate. No, we've not done twice in the bear. Thankfully, even with all this, it still tells me if someone's gonna die to that. Like, see, like that. It'll tell me if it's dead. Alright, Dexter, go down there. Reinhardt can get a little bit more experience there. We're technically a little bit past halfway through the day. We have one more to do. And this is what's going to set up the chain of reaction, so... Reinhardt could go in here just fine. Not an issue. And then we got to keep track of what happens next. Three. That's fine. We want tools to melt down. Punishing Bird took issue with it, but we're fine. The shoes are an issue. That's the biggest issue right there. This thing. Because we need instinct or repression. But we have someone here in the department that can kill just fine, so... Hunter, go with repression and tell us what that is. Repression is insights. Someone go turn this on and off. Now that we know repression is insight, Bird can be done easily. Yeah, Judge, we do repression and we get that. This one is not breaking down, so Diva's gonna take care of it. Judgment Board does not want repression, so we click that to get insights, which is one of the ones that we want. That is now being done. Someone to pick it up and put it back down. We gotta find out what is instinct. This thing can be done for either one safely, so... Because that's insight. When we went in for repression, good. We gotta find instinct. And Rin can go to this one for instinct real fast. It takes so fucking long. Return it. Alright, instinct is what's called temperance or affection. Yep, we now have 50-50 with this. We know insight and affection. And insight actually is still gonna work, so with that, the shoes can be taken care of. Tatiana could go in there and do that. So repression to get that success out of the way. The dog could be a little bit of an issue. Unless we can figure out what insight that if they're... Well, the counter goes down if it's anything but instinct. So we can 50-50 that. Yeah, the dog's easy to depress if it breaks out, so it's not too bad. Let's check insights. Hunter, you're fine. Go in there immediately and see. Then this thing will be one of you, but we want to make sure that when we do that... Repression is insight. Wait, no. Which one did I do there? Fuck, I forgot. Did I do insight and that's and that's instinct? We can find out right here. Insight for instinct for any one of these. Anthony, go in there. Why not? Then this one's about to break out, or not gonna. Actually, I think so because if if the counter goes to 0, it breaks out, I believe. So we might as well send someone in there just to get the boxes out of it. So now affection. Because you don't have a 0%, so just... It was insight for dog, yeah. Yeah, come on. So the halls are clear when it escapes, yeah. Any one of these can go in, so... When it reaches 10 seconds, let's check. Is everyone nearly done and on their way back? Mostly, yes. It takes a little bit longer to begin with, so we can do that right there. Let me make sure also. It is a Dexter. So we've done repression, instinct, insight, it's now affection. And affection is repression. Okay. It broke out. Now keep an eye on wherever we can see a flower and send Tatiana to it. There. Actually, I'm gonna have you go the long way around. Just 'cause I don't want you to walk in and then accidentally be so close that it triggers the proximity. There we go. Yeah, I feel like I should recruit for the bottom level at least one low temperance staff. Just to make things a little bit less stressful for this whole thing. Alright, we're at 4 out of 6. Alright, let's science with some Skull Jesus now. Instincts. First and foremost. Instinct is affection. You give the black damage weapon, it does? You are right, actually. Yeah, it does. Alright, so instincts is attachment. Or, yeah, affection attachment. Wait there for a second. Insight. Insight is instinct. Then attachment or affection. That is repression. So with that, we know repression is insight. As it's the last one that we have not done yet. Oh no, we've done instinct, insight, attachment, so repression. Repression is insights. But we are done with the day now. So now it's just a matter of training. As we are training repression with you right now, considering it's still not too bad at 35 and 45. We want that, we're doing attachment again. So, like this. Got that one right. Perfect. I actually like I needed to double check what everyone needs to train on right now because I could get a lot of that done today. Oliver needs prudence, which is insight, which could be done by the bird. Also this, but they would need to be able to be confident enough to kill it to get like WA tier ones. So since we just need to do a bunch of like small ones, I'm gonna say that's actually all right. So insight for any one of these, Jose, Oliver, or Anthony. I'm gonna start with Jose. So insight is repression for this. Actually, let's start with Jose, top down. That's also barely getting there. This fucking thing and that like breathing it does. Alright, that's getting started. Then this one. Jose's gotten 3. We can get that a bit more. Actually, hold on. Jose, did you get your SP back? Yeah, everything's fine for you. Alright, we have one more to do. Then we have a meltdown. And then we have an ordeal we need to beat. You know what? Let me get Reinhardt and put them up here. So that way I can do at least one on Skull Jesus to like figure things out. One on Skull Jesus and one with the teddy bear. Because the teddy bear is a... It cannot break out. We can only have negative stuff done at all times right here if we get instinct, unfortunately, but that's still an... Actually, no. For second murder will be it. Let's get you here. So we can have 2 people that can instantly figure things out. Half of it done, and then we can hopefully get a good idea on it. We have people in position now. All right, shoes. Oh, God, that's the dangerous one right there to get. That's a very dangerous one to get. Holy shit, a lot of dangerous things just went up. Oh, boy. All right. Chimera Clown. Nice. Yep, that is easy-ish to do right now. What I hate is a lot of the things that we do not want got triggered, so... Alright, Skull Jesus, Reinhardt go in there for instinct. So let me mark that down. Instinct with insight. Now that we have insight, censored is no longer a concern right here. That can safely be done right now. Thank fucking Christ. Okay. Next is this. With Rin here being the next guinea pig, go into insight. Insight is repression. Knowing insight and repression, we have some of the big ones done. So this one, thankfully, it can be scienced out by someone else. It's 50 and a 55. Repression Judgebird? Judgebird doesn't want repression. Remember that. It wants insight. So someone needs to go here with insight on the mind. So who has the best insight? Hunter technically does, so go in there with instinct to get it to him insight. Alright. 2x damage? Well, we have Wa. Wa is the best we have right now. Like, unfortunately, we don't have anyone else that can really go in here and do this properly, unless I wait for Diva to come out of this. To which, technically, I think we can. Let me see. Oh, fuck, I didn't even notice this thing's also having an issue. But thankfully, all of them are okay. Let's try attachment with... Well, the damage that you deal is white damage. The shoes are messing up with me, so... We know which one is repression right here, so we can go with something else. So let's go for... Instinct attachment and see what that gives us. Attachment is instinct. Which means repression... Oh, mistype that? Is what's called attachment. Alright, Diva's heading over there. This has to be picked up and then just put away real quick. Any other tools that needed attention? Not really. The meat lantern is going to be the big one. Or not big one, but more annoying one. Same with these two. Alright, this thing, once again, we're going for repression, so... Shock and Young's going to go to it. And its repression is insight. Well, the big bad wolf, that one is... We want instinct. Which means attachment. This will be done at a later point right here. This lady wants instinct or attachment. I'll say attachment for now, which means we can go instinct, but that's playing, so we can't. Actually, we can play with little issue, but if we do that, it does that instead of repression, so I think we're fine. But let's look at attachment, or instinct, which is attachment. So... 77, 62. I just don't like the damage that it deals. Because it deals white damage, I am scared of that. It is HE, and you have some HP for it, so like, I want to say we're fine, but... I could hold off for Diva to come back, actually, if I want, because Diva can finish that up pretty quickly. This is instinct. And instinct is attachment here. So... Reinhardt can just go there. And the butterflies. We want insight. Insider repression. Kinsley can do it. Alright, that was picked up. Put it back, we don't give a shit. That was a terrible one, but that's fine. Oh. Alright, you broke out. Also, this is already not going to be a good one. Fuck it. We need to still do it anyways. Mary, go in there and hope for the best. Unless Ren can level, I can regen fast. Because this thing, I think, is... It does very little damage, so, like, I'm assuming you're fine. I need to send someone here. Fuck. Fine. Someone go in there and play the piano. That's Mary. Is no one gonna go over there and... I told you to! Fuck! Alright, these two are gonna break out right now. Get in here. Okay, Tatiana. No, Diva. Coming back in here just fine. Okay, thank fucking God, you're right. Don't you dare go back in that. Oh yeah, she did break out. I forget how much damage she dealt to us. Alright, Actually, I can't do it like that. Fuck. Okay, so... Hunter needs HP, though. So... Come on, come on, come on. A little bit more. There you go. Hunter, go over there. Lock him up. Hopefully he's just gonna stick to attacking him, Diva and not give a shit. Should be... a non-issue. Nice. After that, though... Tatiana? There's only one way into that room, so do that. Make sure I'm doing this properly. Okay, good. Alright. Okay, we kind of got lucky where this thing spawned, and the pianist is somewhat easy to put down. Alright, now Diva, get back to the apartment. So after the red noon, we are done, I believe, correct? Or do we have to actually complete that day? Hit S, hit 6 and GG. Alright. So we just gotta beat this one and we're fine. Restore to deal red damage, single target. Once in a while, she will lunge forward and do 35-40 black damage to an AoE in front of her. So she never did that, thankfully, right there. We got lucky. She did it once. She did it probably to the interns and not our main party, though, thankfully. All right. If I had someone to farm you, I actually would not mind a source of black damage, even if it is like slow attack speed. But I'm not willing to do that here. Wrong one. Instinct. Actually, yeah, instinct for that. We could also do insight for punishing bird as well. Because that's some training for this team, Jose. It's not much, but it's frequent amount of things that we can do it faster. So instinct for insight, so there we go. Reinhardt could use some insight or instinct right here, so that's attachment. Go ahead, Reinhardt. And for this one, it's my insight for repression. Then once again right here. Actually, Reinhardt still took a lot of damage from that. I always forget how little HP Reinhardt has, because we saved them for the butterfly. Alright, one more to do. And then we have the slow-moving thing that turns into a bunch of clowns. The Clown Mara, yeah. So, let's send someone up to the punishing bird, I'm going to say. And then see where it is. Once we know where it is, we can position everyone to hallways that are going to be high priority for the clowns, and then the day should be just done. What? Oh. It forcibly ends the day. Didn't know that. You fuckers got me scared so goddamn much. Goddamn you. You fuckers, the lot of you. I assumed we actually... Yeah, I thought so too. Alright, so Yui, got a little bit more prudence and justice. Diva, a little bit more justice. Rin, doing alright. Mary, more HP is good. Chook and Young, justice 5, nice. Dexter, more justice. Jose, less temperance, but that's because of the buff. And more prudence, good. Anthony, doing alright with more HP. Maribel, little bumps everywhere. Kinsley, doing alright, nice. Ara, barely anything. Reinhardt is now 4 with 74 HP, thank fucking Christ. And Hunter, you're doing alright, man. Haven't moved past day 7 is new to me. Alright. We're done. 24 reward as well. Jesus fuck. Oh, wait, right, shit. I forgot this is part of the game. I was so locked in on the fucking depression right there that I forgot there was more after it. Alright. Let me get the dice. One sec. Where? Dice, get out of the box! Ah! Okay. Got it. So, let's see. F0118. Over time, her unbearable sorrow grew into a mournful obsession, covered in countless lengthy hairs. Then F0137. The snow is steadily melting, perhaps because spring is coming, or it might be the palace collapsing. And then T0271. Tell the kid today's treat's gonna be grape-flavored candy. It's his favorite. This sounds so innocent that I'm scared of it. Alright. What the fuck are these three? I have no clue. I don't think we've gotten any of these before, so these are all new. Two is honestly cool, no pun intended. It says something about snow, so yeah. But it's snow melting, so maybe hot. 2 was, I believe. Oh, joy. They're all was? Oh, God. I'm gunning for 3 because it's funny. You guys saying you want something because it's funny sounds very unnerving to me. And the dice says... Fuck. It rolled a 3. You guys telling me gunning for 3 and me rolling a 3 does not make me feel safe. Fuck. Fine. Whatever this is. Tell the kid today's treat is gonna be grape-flavored candy. It's his favorite. Wait, only one? Hello, A, sir. I'm really, really glad to join this team. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is... Dash, 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 dash. I'll try my best to be helpful to the team. Oh, I was writing a report. Where'd it get off to? Nothing could be achieved through passion alone. It was obvious what mistakes impatience could cause, so we need to take our time. The situation wasn't bright enough for me to remember everyone's name, or personality responded everyone's name or personality respond to meaningless gestures, or remember everyone's name or personality. Yep. It was only after a very long time that I realized giving praise once in a while may have been a good idea. We got the best thing for us in that role? I don't know if I trust you guys sometimes. Everything alright? You're so silly. I think you confuse us for humans from time to time. I feel like I had a real dream for the first time in a while. The other Sephiroth told me that I damaged the facility a lot. You ever felt it, manager? That feeling of sailing the ocean without a map or any kind of guidance. No, you withhold information. That is true. Like Frangela might say, this is good for us. Not telling us that it's near impossible for us to do. But if we do it, it's amazing. The feeling of groping blindly through a vast darkness. It feels like I'm an island on a vast ocean. I work in the control team. Nobody knows how much pressure it is to be in the position to command everyone else until they've truly tried it themselves. I'm sure you know how it feels, manager. Everything starts tumbling down on top of you when you start thinking you might not be able to handle it. Have you ever looked into the eyes of a dying employee? Don't look away from them, saying that there's nothing you can do for them. Don't just be sorry for their dying sacrifices. Don't blame yourself thinking that you could have done better. Only after you can confront those moments as they are, will you be able to see other things. I saw you overcome unavoidable trials, those of which probably originated from me. To be honest, I wasn't sure you would make it. Am I being too forward? We can't change the past, I know. I don't expect you to be a shining beacon or a lighthouse in the vast ocean, or that this place will suddenly become all peaceful and warm. But maybe we can just try and wait, right? We'll take in all those horrible moments. Though I want you to be the one to bear the suffering, manager. Like we are now. The will to stand up straight. What? Germination of the seed of light. Yes, I never expected them to be restored, but it appears I was wrong this time. I attempted to tell you that it was reckless. However, it wasn't such a big loss on our end. I realized that a large quantity of energy was refined during the process of restoring a Sephiroth. If you wish to know why such an occurrence passed, well, the day will come when you find out. I am a machine. I can remember everything. There was once a certain someone who held a certain belief. That belief was hope, a light full of aspiration. Proof that the world was not yet wholly beyond saving, a compass that guided people toward and along the path they should follow. A destiny placed upon them, meant to be carried since the beginning of time, a noble instinct forgotten by most people. That person warned us that we are slowly calling forth an inescapable disaster. The same person also told us that we are all losing something, and that we don't even know what it is we are losing. Not a single soul believed that story at first. Everyone was able to walk, see, hear, and speak. All diseases had long since been conquered. Eventually, more and more people joined alongside the strong belief held by that person. In a place where history and promises were gone, it was a precious step. Although, it took a lot of time to conclude that the shell must be broken. Once the decision has been made, all seemed well. Welfare and disciplinary? One's blue, one's red. Wait, hold on. So from what I know, suppressing Malkuth gives you a passive buff. The control department's max buff is now there for all employees. Really? The department can now never melt down. And you now get more lob per day. Really? So when the meltdowns happen, it will never happen to 9/11, Grandma, Skull Jesus, or the Heart. Suddenly, I might want Training Team to get that, because then I don't have to worry about Judgment Bird or any of them melting down. Because everything in Information Team is not that bad. Yeah, Grandma can now be ignored permanently. Grandma does not exist anymore in the facility, period. I mean, she already was being ignored successfully for a long-ass time, but now it's just settled for certain. And as for this, I do not know which one is which. Red is a scary color, though, so give me a second to find my coin. There it is. Alright. Because I don't know which characters represent these ones, let's just go for Angel and Devil. Retirement homes be like, why not look at the portraits? I don't think I can. Like, if I click it, I think it unlocks it instantly, right? I'm gonna flip the coin for now just to see, and then we can check them out. If it lands on the side of the Angel, we'll get the Welfare team. If it lands on the side of the Devil, we'll get the Discipline team. This coin of an Angel and Devil on both sides. I love it. It landed on the side of the Angel, so Welfare. Oh, you! Wait. I think we've seen them in one cutscene, maybe? But I recognize them a little bit. Aren't you good manager, sir? I'm in charge of welfare. Are you going to be opening up my department today? Hold on. What is disciplinary? I have never seen you. Head of disciplinary. You opening up my department today? I feel like I'm more partial to this guy. The main mouth of the game, man. Oh, this guy looks like he's just done with shit. And I'm like, you know what? I relate to you. Nah. I'm gonna go for welfare. Wait. Might have the hardest things of almost every... Really? Huh. Should we delay that a little bit then? I don't know. Oh, Gibberah, not cheesed. Alright. Oh, she's gone. There she is. She's fine. Let's go, Cheese! I got you, man! Okay, so let's see what this says. Malku synchronization completed. Higher lob payout for each completed workday. All employees have higher movement speed. The department in which the suppression took place will no longer be influenced by Qlipoth meltdowns. There we go. So this is now a permanent buff that everyone has. Increased movement speed for all agents. Hunter, Tatiana, Reinhardt. Nah. Hunter and then Reinhardt. That's the way the hierarchy goes. Can I get a preview of this thing? 20s and 10s. 7s. This might be a wah. We also need people. Holy fuck, where'd I get 71? Boost. Yeah, I getcha. So, I feel like I've realized something over these past couple of streams, but I've just not said it. And it's sticking to the back of my mind. This is a roguelike, isn't it? Or a roguelite, I should say. Probably because what I've discovered from people's context clues is that you can memory restore data thingy to go back in time to the start of, let's say, this right here, like it just told me. And as far as I understand, you keep employees that are still alive and whatever gear they have on. So, for example, let's say toward the end of it, I get all 4. I get all their gears. I can memory repository back to this day and just roll 4 new ones. So that is now a very important piece of information to have, because I've been playing this game almost like it's meant to be done in one run. Like it's meant to be completed at once with no abuse of any systems. That is all intentional. I thought all of the randomness was measured in some way that, like, it's always possible. But sometimes RNG can just spit in your face, I know that. How did the course progression go? It actually went rather painlessly. It's surprising how little, like, things went out of control. And now I'm just coming to the realization, or at least I'm speaking about my realization right now, that this is a roguelite, and I thought it was a standard, I say standard, but you are past the point of you can be wiped. I agree to a certain extent, yes. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, if this is a roguelike game, should I be treating it more like a roguelike? Taking small casualties here and there more often, all with the knowledge of, if things go wrong, I can just reset after spending my boxes. Like, for example, this pass that we got for the control team. Can I assume that this stays even when we roll back the memory? That this is now a permanent thing we've unlocked? Including the lob point bonus and everything. That is now permanent for this save file. The only thing you lose are abnormalities and lob points. Oh, and employees. But the gear, the egos that we get, those are fine. Considering how we don't normally recruit some people, and some of our best units were gotten in the early point of the game, like Tatiana, Hunter, and Reinhardt, these are our, like, stars, along with Diva. Question rewards. So, yeah. Considering employees can all be grinded back up to be near perfection once we have the knowledge and the bonuses to it, not to mention the law points that will let us just, like, boost people up to maximum rather fast, I'm starting to not feel as stressed as some other things, just because I understand mistakes can be rewound very quickly and just done again. As long as I make sure to buy the equipment that I would want before rewinding, it'd honestly be alright. Reset after training suppression? If we did it. Wait a second. Why can I not? Oh, that's why. Read. I will eventually, Angelo. You understand. I will read eventually, once I learn. Which will never happen. Oh, we now have a Midnight Ordeal unlocked. Wonder how fucked that is. You can go back to start with Aleph gear and Raffle Stomp. Yep, that's what I mean. With all the gear that we have unlocked, we can go back to the beginning and not worry about it. The problem will then be if we go back to the beginning with our gear and someone dies. There's no way to get that gear back because the abnormality that we bought it from is not there. And that's where knowledge comes into play, because sometimes there's instant death mechanics that you just don't know about. Return the day's props, of course? Yeah. Does going back to day one keep the gear? I want to say yes. At least from my current understanding of it. If you roll back to the beginning, everything that you have unlocked here is saved. Not the employees, but the gear itself. Alright, so that's interesting to at least, like, vocalize and figure out. How's it going, Vamp? Welcome! Yeah, if you hit new game in the beginning, then it's a full purge, because you only have one save file. But, alright. That's something nice to understand. And I'm gonna be honest, now a mod that I saw makes a lot more sense. I think it was, I don't want to say names, but I might have been Dangerfang, someone else, on Discord when we were talking. Mentioned there was a mod that they thought I might want to do just to save some time or do some other shenanigans, but I didn't understand the context of it. And it was that I think when you memory a repository, or memory remembrance, whatever it's called, it keeps your people back retained. I did not understand what it meant, but now that I've fully begun to grasp that this game is a roguelite, it's meant to be replayed a couple of times, and these kind of things can be kept, but not the units. That makes a lot more sense, and that seems a lot more powerful. That mod instantly is suddenly something that I probably will not do, because that is just a bit much. But alright, that was actually a lot of intensity going on. So I'm gonna say that's the end of the stream for me. It's almost time for me to just be done anyway. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you had a good time. We will come back next week, Monday and Tuesday, for more Lobotomy Corporation, and I'm gonna try and get these things scheduled and uploaded to YouTube, so that way YouTube is not a week behind. On Friday, it's more Metaphor of ReFantazio, and actually, randomly, a funny thing. Angelo might understand this more than some other people, but repo to every day. Oh, fancy. But no, I was talking to a friend of Shay's, and they're playing Metaphor ReFantazio. So I'm like, oh shit, someone's playing this game. That's awesome. I want to talk to them about it, how much they're enjoying it, what they thought about it, and everything. And I'm like, so, how are you enjoying it? Like, yeah, I'm liking it. The game's a bit hard. I've played Persona 5 Royal, so I understand a bit. I'm like, oh shit, you played Persona 5 Royal. Okay, that's the most popular one at this point, so you got your toes wet, getting into Metaphor. And I mention the merchants, and how powerful they are. Like, yeah, that's strong. They understand. But when I mention the damage I'm doing, they're like, wait, hold on. What the fuck do you mean? Like, how are you doing that much damage? They don't know that the gold attack deal is based off of strength. And they're like, oh, that's good to know. I mentioned my stats. They're like, how do you have so many stats? And I'm like, oh, I'm voting on only strength and luck. And also told them, like, yeah, I also go to the runner every single 5 days a week. I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, oh, well, that one makes sense, I think, because I don't think it's really mentioned almost anywhere in the game. But if you go into the bathroom in the runner on every day that's the multiple of 5, so like day 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and so on, you get 1 free point of luck. And he's like, oh, okay. I mentioned that I have a maxed out Link and all my Royal Virtues at 3 or 4, and he's just like, you and I are playing vastly different games. And I think I may have found someone who, unironically, just through a lack of knowledge on their own part, at the end of the day, will actually go to sleep than rather go do any of the things that the game gives you the option to. And I am just like clutching my heart, going, "Oh no, why? No, why? You played Persona 5. What the fuck do you mean? You just went to sleep at the end of the day. You know about night activities. What the fuck?" But then I realized, wait, What if he played Persona 5 but never maxed out some social links, and he just does not know about some functions of the game? And I'm like, oh fuck, oh dear god, oh fuck, oh no, oh fuck. He might accidentally just be playing the game on hard mode due to a lack of information that he's gotten from all of his past experience in RPGs. Though, he did give me one parting word, where he apparently looked at the Steam library and like, what the fuck, we need to talk, why have you not played Hollow Knight? To which, fair, it's still in the queue to be played. Like, that's just been dead in the queue for a long ass time. It's due to be played at some point. At the same time, I understand what that game is. And that kinda scared me a little bit, of like a 2D almost Souls-like game, Metroidvania. But we might do it one of these days. Hopefully this year. But alright, now I gotta head out, so. Stay awesome, everyone. Hopefully, you'll let me take you one more time, another time. See ya. I'm still talking? No. How's it going, JKO? You came to the end of the stream. I'm sorry. You just came at the worst fucking time, man. I'm so sorry, dude. Ain't no way you're leaving. Hi, JKO. Bye, JKO. I'm sorry. Dude, you know my end times, JKO. You're doing this shit on purpose. Need to play the next day for JKO? Fuck that. No. Actually, you know what? If only for JKO, I'm gonna at least hit start on the next day so I can see what it is. What is it? What the fuck? That's just attached to the side. Oh no. Oh no, what the fuck is that? Well, I'm gonna leave you with that image. See ya.